Due to the political upheaval in 2017, the general elections and new government formation in 2018, and various other factors, the issue was kept untouched. After this, another memorandum was submitted to the government on the 27th of October 2020, wherein the core demand of the NIDA was 62 years for administrative post and 65 years for clinical post, without any other criteria like length of service. Another memorandum followed in January 2021. After this memorandum, a series of consultations and deliberations between the government at various levels and NIDA did not yield any result, and with NIDA threatening to escalate its agitation from the first phase of wearing black armbands to the second phase of mass casual leave with effect from 12th April 2021, the government appealed to NIDA, after which a 1-week period was given to the government. Finally, on the 17th April 2021, a written assurance was given by the Chief Secretary that, quote, the government is actively considering the matter relating to the increase in the superannuation age of the medical doctors and offered to resolve the matter within a period not exceeding 1 year, unquote. It may be noted that NIDA's demand has since been scaled down to 62 years superannuation age for all government doctors. The government has been claiming that the NSF, other organizations like the CANSIA and the NAMSA, that is the Nagaland Medical Students Association, are opposed to the demand of NIDA, and also the Prime Minister's announcement was a political speech at a political rally, therefore doesn't carry much weight, and that it was meant only for the central health services and there is no central directive to the states. We agree that the speech was during a political rally marking 2 years of his first term as Prime Minister on the 26th of May 2016, and there is no standing order from the center. However, our argument is that more than 25 states across the country has taken a cue from the Prime Minister's announcement and have implemented the increase in the superannuation age to different extents. This includes most of our northeastern states with similar financial constraints. The NSF, with due credit to them, has conceded that NIDA's demand is genuine considering the central government's decision on the same. However, it has been opposing implementation of NIDA's demand and has urged the government to maintain status quo. To the NSF, we have raised the question where it has been implemented in the Naga homelands of Arunachal, Assam and Manipur without opposition from NSF. When it comes to the state of Nagaland, why these double standards? To the general public, we would like to inform that emergency services will remain functional during this 3-day mass casual leave. We therefore appeal for cooperation and moral support to our legitimate demands. Sacrifices made during the COVID pandemic by the medical fraternity should not be so easily forgotten, particularly since the pandemic is far from over. Finally, no organization wishes to go on agitation mode or any confrontation with the government, least of all the NIDA. We hope that the government takes a favorable decision in the next 4 days, but if no decision is arrived at before 18th April, the mass casual leave will go ahead, and in case of any untoward eventualities, the government will have to bear the responsibility or can shift the blame to those it claims to be opposing NIDA's demands. We feel that the government is just using the NSF as an excuse not to concede to our demands. Because as you have seen from today's press statement and by ASU, Angami Students Union, we now know that NSF is not it's a divided house. They don't have a single voice, their opinion is divided on this, particularly on this issue. So just by blaming NSF as the obstacle, I think that doesn't carry much weight.
Government is not going to have any financial constraint. Rather, there is a saving, short-term saving for the government. There is no financial implication by increasing the age of a doctor. Second point is, there is no unemployment problem for the, especially for the medical doctor. There is no question of unemployment of medical doctor in the state right now. I would just clearly mention that the sanction post in Nagaland for the medical doctor is 511. Out of the 511, we have 323 in position. Secondly, government has recently created 5 new districts where we need 110 medical doctors to be filled up. And another is the medical college. We have 2 medical colleges is coming up. There we need 248 medical doctors.
After the 3 days mass daily leave, we will be going for total cease work indefinite, for an indefinite period.